Hello, precious friends. Okay, so if you're receiving this video, that means that you're going to be coming to the Rest While You Run retreat with a heart refined. Say that 3 times fast. It's going to be the first test that you get when we get there. I'm just kidding. I'm so excited that you're going to join us, though, because we have a lot of really great things that are going to be going on in this amazing weekend. So I don't know if you've seen this, but I have on a Save the Bees shirt. There is a reason for that. Now, this shirt is not a part of the retreat. It just happens to be a shirt that I have. But if you've also noticed, a lot of our material has little bees on it. That's because at our very first Rest While You Run retreat, we were focused on Psalm 118 that talks about, this is a foreshadowing to Jesus before the cross, and he says, the nations surrounded me. They surrounded me like bees, but I defeated them. And that was such a great study that we went through. And so we just sort of hung on to the bees from that. But where does that move forward with us now? Well, there's some interesting little information about bees that parallels perfectly with women. Did you know that there are 20,000 different species of bees, and that there's some are big, some are small. Wait, I did that backwards. Some are big, some are small. They have different features that helps them be able to get into different plants and pollinate. And so you think about women, how we have different sizes, we have different ethnicities, but we have one God. And he is good, and our God has given us the purpose of expanding his kingdom. But inside that purpose, we each have different callings. And so we have to learn how to be able to rest while we run or buzz in this busy world. And how do we do that? Well, our focus in this retreat and retreats going forward are going to be on the attributes of God. Because until we rest in the attributes of God, we have nothing. He alone is the strength. He alone is the power. He alone is the perseverance and endurance. And so it's our responsibility to encourage one another in those attributes. In this particular retreat, we're going to be talking about the goodness of God. I don't know if you can hear the song in the background. And for those of you who were at Rest While You Run #1, this was a song that we sang, and I'll be able to share some testimony as to why we sang this song when we get there. But y'all, this is so special. We're going to be digging in the Word from A to Z, from Genesis to Revelation, on that particular attribute and how the Lord shows us his goodness in many ways, in ways that we sometimes misunderstand and misuse. But he teaches us in his Word how to put that into proper framework and to properly define that so that we can know him in his fullness and in his goodness. So we're going to take out from Spring Hill, Tennessee. We're actually going to meet in the Station Hill parking lot. And right now I'm saying the time is 1:30, but I've got to check that. I'll be back with you on that. If it changes, it will just be a little later in the afternoon, but I'm pretty sure 1:30 is our time. We're leaving out so that then we can land there around 4-ish. We'll unpack, we'll begin to make dinner, and we'll eat dinner. And y'all, we have simple, delicious, healthy food. Everybody absolutely loved the food that we did last time, and we all worked together to get it ready. Then we'll eat, and we'll move into worship about 7-ish that night. And then we're going to flow throughout the weekend as we work through those different spots in the Bible that shows us the goodness of God. We're also going to have opportunity on Saturday to testify. Now, not everyone is going to want to do that. You're not obligated, but you do have the opportunity to testify and also to be prayed over. And so what I'm asking you to do as we move towards this time is to begin to pray some very specific things. One, begin to pray against the pettiness and the cattiness, the division that happens between women a lot of time. This is an easy tool for Satan to use to try to split us up and try to ruin this weekend. But if we begin to link together now in fervent, effective, righteous prayer, we will see the goodness of the Holy Spirit moving amongst us. We have seen it before, and I testify, and every woman who was there can testify that we prayed together and Satan was defeated. And so let's praise together on that one. And then also begin to pray for one another. There are women who are in hard seasons. Y'all, we are packed out. We asked for prayer on that, and the Lord packed us out. And so I ask y'all to begin to pray now over one another that that the Lord is seen and known before we ever even get there, so that when we are there, there is a great revival that happens, an awakening and a revival that happens within us. We've also got a new little addition that we just found out today, and that is that Amanda Sally, her and her husband Juan, work with Station Hill, and you watch and see lots of great, sorry, y'all had to block a call, lots of great worship that flows out of that family. And so she's going to be a blessing as she leads us in worship. So begin to pray over Amanda as well. Pray over myself. Pray over Ashley as she helps do a lot of the planning. Pray over those who are planning and working to make this happen. Begin to pray over our safety as we travel. Just pray. And as we link together with our voices raised towards heaven, we will know and see the goodness of God. All right, friends, I'm super excited. I'm going to tell you in a little blurb as I give you this video. Please do not respond in this thread. I just want to set this up so that you can begin to pray over one another, and we can have this grouping here. But don't respond in this because we don't want the thread to keep going long. But if you need anything, respond directly to me and I'll be able to help you, or Ashley. All right. God bless you, sisters. I'm looking forward to experiencing the goodness of God with you when we learn to rest while we run in this crazy world. Bye.